Hello my darlings and welcome to another Bedroom Guru with me, Nicky Alan. I am so sorry that I have not been here for a while. I've had so many emails from people saying, where are you? What's going on? I've been away and it really wasn't conducive to do it. I did try and do some cardio, but it was so noisy and there was so much going on and I thought it didn't feel right. So perhaps I needed a break and you all needed a break from me, who knows? Anyway, today what we're going to be doing is, for this particular session, we're going to be doing a 3-card choice. Remember that one? So what I want you to do, I want you, as I'm shuffling these cards, to start thinking about what you want answers to in your life, okay? What you want answers to in your life. Anything you need guidance on, anything that's bugging you. I like that one, please. Thank you. So this is going to be, it's upside down, card number 1. So put that there, that's card number 1. I'm trying to, there you go, card number 1 for you. So you're going to have 3 cards and then you're going to pick, obviously, 1 out of 3 and this is going to be a message for you, okay? Thank you. This is card number 2. Card number 2. I'm trying to work it out. So there it goes, right on there, because I've got to do it backwards. That's card number 2 for you. Okay? I'm just like crouching in the corner. Hello. And then this is going to be card number 3. Whatever one you are drawn to, my darlings, please stick by that one. Sometimes though, all 3 cards resonate with you. That's what I found. With some people, it's a reading, thank you. And this is card number 3. Now what I've also done, my darlings, is I have treated myself to some new cards because I thought my main angel that I resonate with and get signs from and speak to most of the time is Archangel Michael. So I thought, why don't I get some Archangel Michael cards? So these cards are wonderful because when I blend with number 1s, 2s and 3s, these cards will give me affirmations that you need to create for yourself and ask of Archangel Michael, okay? So they're a nice little touch. I've got some other decks there in case I feel inspired to have a little look at them. I'll also maybe doing some clarifiers on cards if I need to. So let's start with card number 1. For those of you who picked number 1, let's have a look at what you've got, number 1. The 6 of air. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Aren't these cards beautiful? Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? This reminds me of a tarot card, actually, about leaving things behind. To be honest with you, taking a trip to me, rather than actually thinking about a holiday, it doesn't feel like that for me. I really do feel like it's time that you let go of whatever it is that is holding you back. I feel like the boat is more about you starting a new horizon or moving away from something that no longer serves you. I also feel as well that this card is telling you you've put enough effort in now, you've really tried hard, you've tried everything you can, and it's time to just let go of this. It's time to let go of this. I'm thinking first of all of relationships, and a certain friend of mine's just come into my head. And so that is why I most probably need to start talking about relationships. If you have just broken up with someone, or you have just realised that things aren't working, or you've realised that you've put so much in and you're in an ill-balanced relationship, it's time to move on. It's time to say, do you know what, we gave it our best shot, but we both know this isn't working. This doesn't feel like a surprise to me, number 1s. This feels like it's, do you know what, I'm done now. This really isn't working for both of us. We don't feed each other. You know, we don't give each other anything apart from heartache and stress and resentment. It's time to start different adventures. It's time to start different partners. It's time to start moving afresh, doing something new. To me, endings are always a very positive thing in our lives because they bring nothing but new beginnings. And if we've got a positive attitude and we've got a sense of adventure and a sense of excitement in that change, then it can lead to nothing but really positive outcomes. So it's time to just say enough's enough, you're tired. I also feel as well that I'm seeing pentacles as well. So I know that we're moving into work environment as well. Moving into a work environment where you've pushed and pushed and pushed, you've tried as hard as you can, and it's just time to let it go. Now, also, I'm being told that it's not about just letting go and giving up. Sometimes we spend so much time stressing and worrying about money and work. And I've learned over the years to just let it go, i.e. I say, look, I'm really worried about this, as I'll tell you with the affirmation cards with Michael. I'm really worried about this, Michael, but I can't be doing it anymore. It's really tiring me. It's getting on my nerves now that I keep worrying about it. I'm handing it over to you. I've just got to let it go. And this is in my book as well, where I actually do a final surrender. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is not saying I can't do it, or I've failed, or I haven't, it's basically saying, do you know what, this isn't working for me, I'm not really happy in it, let's move on, what's next? Okay, so it's all about change, this card for your number ones. Whatever is dragging you and pulling you from moving forward, feeling light, feeling happy, feeling complete, then please just give it up. Either if it's a relationship, walk away. If it's a job, leave the job and try a new one. Whatever it is that's in your energy, just stop worrying about it. Just give it up, hand it over. You find that when you are less clogged up in your mind, when you're less worried about things, when you haven't got all that stressful energy, you kind of lend yourself to being lighter and open to new ideas. And this is when the universe, the higher energies, the higher power, even your own intuition can come in and go, why don't you try that? And you try that and it works out magnificently, It's all about, thank you, having faith between those times though. As we see here, obviously we've got the strength of the horse there. We're in the boat. We don't know if the boat's going to sink. We don't know if the boat's going to take us to the horizon. We don't know if the boat's going to actually take us anywhere brilliant. We don't know if we should be on that boat. But do you know what? I'm saying yes, be on that boat and allow yourself to go to pastures new. Let's have some fun now and look at newness. So many people go, I'm too old to do this. No, you're not. You're too old when you pass up to the spirit world, because you can't do anything more in this life. You have to wait for the next lifetime round. So make the change, But this is definitely about just really looking at something and saying, enough's enough, I've had enough. I also feel as well that the emotions surrounding this card, because obviously we're on water and the water isn't looking great. So this is saying that emotions aren't running brilliantly at the moment. As you can see, it's kind of still and it's just about to travel in the boat rather than it flourishing and flooding through. What I will say is that even if this is to do with children, relationships, friends, people that are really peeing you off or draining your energy, politely distance yourself from them, because just enough's enough now. You've got to move on. And as it says here, it does say taking a trip. So basically, you could be deciding, do you know what, I'm going to have a holiday, I've made my decision, and when I get back, I'm going to sort it all out. But really, it is about making the decision at the moment without a trip involved to say, I'm done. I've got to walk away from this. I can't do it anymore. So if this is a situation that number ones, is in your head now, this is a decision that I'm telling you about, okay? This is you saying, that's it, I'm walking away. I can't be doing it. I'm too tired emotionally. I'm too tired physically. I don't want to be doing this. I'm done, okay? So it's a card about moving on. It's a card about moving on and having purpose. And what I do is normally when I make a decision, I create an affirmation or a prayer to Michael or the angel that I feel will deal with it best. Thank you. And I ask for what do I ask for? Lots of people don't know how to ask for it. Oh my God, you're gonna make it up. Right, okay. 2 cards have fallen out, which is magnificent, right? And the first one is admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly, right? I appreciate your support. So this is what your prayer is going to sound like. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Michael. So that is basically, firstly, the card from Archangel Michael to say, this is what you need to ask me first. Strength to admit the truth, okay? To admit that things aren't working or admit that you've had enough, okay? So he's giving you that one. The second one is, take your time making this decision. So please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach this situation to make change. Remind me to detach and step back, allow the situation to naturally, oh my God, you couldn't make it up, right? To naturally unfold, right? So what he's doing there is, not only is he saying about helping you make decisions, but also if there's things that you've had enough of but you don't want to leave, just hand it over. This is a card of Michael saying, hand it over. Hand it over to me. Let the universe sort it out. Let the angel realm sort it out. And my God, it does take faith. I tell you that, especially if you're a skeptic or you don't really believe in this, but I'm telling you now, it works. So these cards are about basically handing things over or making decisions and getting the strength to change what you're not happy with. Go for it, number ones. You can do this. Enough's enough. You're done. Say your truth. Move on. Number twos. Let's have a look at yours, my little darlings. King of Fire. Okay, facts. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Which way do you want me to go with this, guys? Oh, okay. Yep. As you can see here, I don't know if you can see that clear enough. You've got the dragon. Very grounding animal. Represents Taurus and the Celtic vibrations. So I don't know if there's Taurians that have picked up this card, number two. But also, you're the King of Swords. You're the person that's not taking no for an answer. You're leading your way. You're taking yourself forward in something. You're making a stance. So it's almost like this is a step up from the other cards. You've actually done it. You thought, right, I've made a decision. Now I'm going to go for it. You are feeling on fire at the moment, number twos. You are absolutely focused on what you want. You're focused on what you're doing and you're going to go for it. And it feels like to me everything is falling into place for you as well. You're not taking any nonsense now. There's been people that have been either making excuses or there's people that have been delaying what you want to work towards. And it's like, do you know what? I can't be doing with you anymore. I'm going to take hold of this myself. I feel like, yes, there are creative projects in play here. So if you've got some sort of business plan or you've got some sort of hobby that you want to change into a work environment, or there's something that you've got in the pipeline that you want to take forward work-wise to make money, you're on it. You're totally on it at the moment. You're on fire. Everything seems to be plopping into place at the moment. Equally, I feel like at the moment you're on this streak of balance. You know, I know we're in the Libra season at the moment, so we're looking at balance, Archangel Raguel. And I just think that as long as you keep everything balanced and you carefully think about every thought and decision before you make it to make sure it's right for everybody, you just smash on and go with it, okay? We're looking at adventure, we're looking at passion, we're looking at motivation, we're looking at going for things and having no fear. We're just going to go for it now, and I think you need to. Anything you're worried about, go for it. Thank you. It's also going towards schooling. If you're thinking about taking on a new qualification, if you're thinking about going back to school or taking on a new course, this is your time to go for it. You're in a motivational, totally focused energy at the moment, number two. So everything that you take on now is just going to literally have petals dropping around it because it just seems to all fit into place. I will say at this time, if there's anything that you have been striving for that hasn't been flowing, let it go, as in we said about number one, let it go. And let's just go with what our gut tells us to do. Definitely work orientated, definitely hear about bettering yourself, definitely about being a leader, perhaps going for a promotion. If there's a promotion or there's a way of you improving money or getting more acknowledgement in a work environment, hell yeah, go for it. There's nothing stopping you at the moment. You're on fire. I love the energy that's going on with you. I love the strength, and I also like the fact that for some reason, can I say to you that if there's someone that you've had words with, or you thought, you know what, I can't be doing with them anymore, they're really getting on my nerves, and I've told them to go away, and you're doubting it a bit, don't. This could also be in personal relationships, you know, with friends. Or even peers, or even family members, you know, like brothers, sisters, in-laws. It's just a feeling of, oh God, should I have said that? Yeah, I think you should have. It's time you stood your ground, and you have, and you should be proud of yourselves. So this is not only about work and hobbies and creative projects, but it's also about family members. Yes, tell them your truth, and I think you already have. And it gives you a strength of, it gives you a sense of strength and a sense of self-belief. You think, do you know what, I kind of dealt with that. I've been putting up with it for ages and I've done it. So you're kind of like number twos, you're kind of like a step ahead of number ones there, so well done you. Everything you touch at the moment is like the Midas touch. It's going to turn to gold. So have that belief system, have that knowledge that everything you're going to go for is successful and nothing can serve you wrong. As soon as we implement self-doubt, as soon as we start saying to ourselves, oh no, I don't know if I can do that, you're already creating to the universe that you're not going to be successful. It's time to like grit your teeth and say, I can do this. I'm absolutely smashing it. Just want to clarify on that as well, please. On the King of Fire, please. What else can I tell the King of Fire? What are they actually aspiring to? What are they moving towards? What's their motivation for, please? What are we moving? Number 2s, please. Motivation on the King of Swords. King of Fire. Taking no for an answer. You are working it. Can I just have one more card for that, please? Clarifier. Do you know what? I think some of you are getting headaches as well, because as I'm talking, number 2s, I know you're getting headaches, but these are all overthinking and stress. You know, I don't know if they've been, it's just literally come on, and I know it's not my head, I know it's not my stress. I've got nothing to be stressed about, to be fair. So I know that there's this feeling of headache, stress. Let's do some stress relief. Let's do some burning lavender oils. Let's do some walking in nature. Let's get away from technology for a while. Get away from the people that bug us a bit. Let's take a deep breath, get in our own space and start being inspired to, you know, walk alone. And perhaps that's when you'll get your inspiration and your ideas on how to move yourself forward. Now you've made these great leaps of change or decisions about bettering your life and yourself, okay? The 8 of it, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, thank you. Afraid to take action, right? This is warning you, as I just said, that if you allow any self-doubt or you allow anybody to talk you out of what you want to do or what you've already done, or you've got people that are kind of pulling on your heartstrings a bit, that's going to stop this momentum that you've got going at the moment, number 2s. Right, so don't allow your self-doubt or your worries to come needling in, those little monkeys coming in going, we're going to go wrong. You don't have it. Don't have it. So this is your backup card to say exactly what I said earlier. Don't let little things like self-doubt and self-belief stop you from realising your dreams and what you want to actually, you know, work towards. You're going to get that goal, you need to go for it. And this is warning you that if you think that you're not worthy, then the universe thinks you won't and you won't get anywhere. It's all about positive thought and energy. Okay, so we're going to ask Archangel Michael, please, for number 2s. They've made their motivation, they're strong. What prayer could they ask for? What help can you get from them? What affirmation do they have to look at? It's that one. Thank you. Oh my God, you just couldn't make it up, could you? You just couldn't make it up. Okay, focus upon the divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. Ta-da! So this is just backing up what I said. The prayer that you will send up to whoever you believe in, whatever God you believe in, whether you believe in angels or if it's a spirit world or you don't believe in anything, but just send it up out of pure desperation. This is saying, you know I said about headaches and stress earlier? There just seems to be people that might be creating a bit of stress for you, or situations that might be creating a bit of stress for you, and you're thinking, oh God, should I have done this? Yes, you should. Stick with it, okay? And this card is basically inspired from Archangel Michael to tell you that this is the prayer you should send up. Please allow me to help me focus on my well-being and my health, moving forward and strength, okay? So that's a card to make sure that you look after yourself mentally, physically and emotionally during this superb time that you're making this change with yourself, becoming a leader, getting promoted, whatever it is, you're on fire. You literally are on fire, and you are the king on fire on top of a big sassy dragon. Okay, you are kicking it at the moment, so well done you, but do not let your own self-doubt and other people that are weaker than you, that are afraid of change, talk you out of it. Well done, number 2s. Number 3s, what have we got for you? Oh, we love it. This is such a positive card. You've got Archangel Jeremiah, renewal. We love this card. I love Jeremiah. Jeremiah represents everything to do with you reviewing your life, looking at everything and seeing what works and what doesn't. The bottom says, review and evaluate, a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So we've got movement for you as well. Now this is interesting because this is a lot more gentler change of direction than the first one. The first one, you're on the boat already, you've just had enough. It's time to just, you know, tap it in, I've had enough. So you're on the boat and you're out of there. You made a decision. Whether you've actually spoke your truth or not is a different matter. However, you're done. You've had enough, okay? This card is about evaluating your life. You know, Jeremiah is also the archangel who does the review of your soul experience down here when you go up to the spirit world. He also, though, is available for people that have still got their souls down here on the earth plane to review your life, to evaluate it and balance up everything that's going on. It's almost like, I know I've said this spider web analogy, but spiders always, if they hear a bing on their web, they go out and have a look at what's on the web. If it's useless, they bin it. If it's good, they'll keep it, store it and roll it in their web stuff. stuff. I'm so rubbish, aren't I? In their silk, whatever you want to call it, right? In their weave or whatever, I can't even think of the word now. So with, oh, it's gone all dark. Where are we? With Jeremiah, okay, oh, I like that as well. With Jeremiah, he's asking for you to review everything that's going on in your life, how it's going. So if there's particular things in your life which are weighing you down or you don't know what to make a decision on, you need to write them out. I always do it in my soul journal. Again, this could be anything. For you number threes, you should know what I'm talking about with this. So if it's something to do with work, write out the pros and cons, what's feeding you, what isn't. If it's to do with a relationship, pros and cons, what's feeding you, what isn't. If it's to do with finance, what's going on, what can be improved, what can't, what can we continue to do, what can we not continue to do. Okay, it's all about that. I also like with the renewal with Jeremiah, which has brought me completely in a different direction, is for some reason the two people here remind me of the Lovers card in the tarot, and I think we've got the Lovers here under Raphael in this particular pack. So the Lovers to me is obviously renewing or acknowledging or re-evaluating love relationships. Again, these could be with husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, but I'm feeling more on a spousal kind of connection here. So this is going to be your partner, guys, male or female. And I feel like I want to reevaluate the relationship, not because it's fraught or there's problems with it, not at all. I just feel like, what can I do to enhance it? What is not really helping it, okay? So it's really quite a healthy thing to do, to just evaluate, spend half an hour, and it's good having self-time, self-love. Just spend half an hour thinking what is good about this relationship, what isn't, what wasn't great, what hasn't happened, what is happening, well, how can we spice it up, what shall I do to make it nice? You know, some people even might be thinking about doing renewal of vows. You know, it's all about evaluating relationships, seeing if they're working, what you can do to enhance it. This isn't a card of breakup or looking at it and thinking I've had enough. It doesn't feel like that to me. It's about how to make it better, how to be even happier, how to make it even more spicier and more adventurous, if you know what I mean, with your partner. That's what I'm feeling with that. That absolutely represents Lovers to me. Perhaps on another day, on a completely different level, it means something completely different. I wonder if that'll look better if I put this light on, because the sun's going down now. Sun's going down. No, it's done absolutely nothing whatsoever, apart from make me look like an orange person by the looks of it. So there we have Jeremiah asking you to review everything that's bugging you at the moment. If there is nothing bugging you, number threes, do you know, I do it quite regularly as part of my regime, if you like, that the angel realms and the spirit world taught me. And it's quite interesting, you know, because I got an email from someone, I think it was day before yesterday, saying to me, I don't know why I'm sending this email, but all of your life in my column, Diary of a Psychic in Spirit and Destiny, I say about all of the weird and wonderful things that happened to me. Literally diary of my life. And she said, I don't want to sound rude, but it all sounds too good to be true, what you claim. And I'm like, claim? I'm just writing down things that happen in my life. So to me, I didn't take it as an insult. I took it as a massive compliment, because I'm like, wow, this person thinks my life is too good to be true because of the things that I embrace and the things that I witness from the spirit world and the angel realms. How bloody brilliant is that? You know, because it is all totally true. None of it is made up in that diary at all. They're the things that happen to me. And most of them have got witnesses because it happens with other people while I'm with them. And so that's through me evaluating. So what I do is every now and then in my soul journal, which I write in pretty much every night, sorry if you can't see that very well, but what I do is I basically write in there what's troubling me, if there is anything, which is very rare nowadays, what I'm happy with, what needs to be sorted, what plans I need to make, what do I feel about this situation, and I just literally do an evaluation of everything that's in my consciousness at that time. And if there's anything I don't need, I think, right, I need to get rid of that, that's not right, I need to keep this, need to work on that. You know, it's that simple. So evaluation, my darlings, evaluation for you, Archangel Michael, for number threes, please, while they're evaluating, can we give them a prayer to assist them? Or even just to confirm, like the other cards have done, that they're on the right path and I haven't missed anything. It really is about making sure everything's balanced. And as I said, we're in Libra season, so we're going to be balancing things. Ooh, too many cards there, darlings. About 10 cards there. You don't want me for another 10 minutes, do you? Nah. Motivation, motivation, motivation. I know this is really random, but there's going to be a number three, or there could be a number of them that are worried about the health of someone. There's an uncle, male energy. I think he's not passed over, so I can't tell you who he really is, but I just got this really weird thought process in my head saying, don't worry about your old, I think it's like uncle, granddad, it's kind of that energy, do you know what I mean? I know that sounds really, really general, and I'm sorry it does, because I hate saying things like that. I tell my students off for that. However, I just want to say, can you stop worrying about their health connection? I've got a feeling that perhaps either they've got a condition that they can't get a cure from, or they've just been given a diagnosis of something that's going to progressively take them downhill. I'm just saying, have faith, have strength, and learn to accept the situation. It sounds awful. I don't know if this is like a dementia, or they've just been diagnosed with a central nervous problem. But it feels like to me you've just got to make every essence of time count with that person and not allow your grief to break the bond between the two of you. That is so random, but I'm telling you now, it means something for someone in number 3s. So, sorry Michael, I just got that. Yes please, for re-evaluating lives in accordance with Jeremiah, please, that would be lovely. Thank you. Explore your options. I just don't even know why I bother doing the readings. I might as well just get the cards out, read them out and end it in 5 minutes. Explore your options. Okay, this is what you're going to be asking your higher power to assist you when you evaluate things that perhaps are quite seriously affecting you. But, dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness and life's purpose. Isn't that a lovely card? Looks like a Pegasus. Absolutely stunning. Love these new cards I've got. And weirdly enough, they've made complete sense to every single card option you've been given, 1, 2s and 3s. How amazing is that? I'm so excited. I'm excited doing these, but I've actually booked a show now. At the Osborne Hotel for the 12th of November. There's only 13 tickets left. It's in Torquay. And I get excited doing these. Oh my God, standing on stage is going to be more amazing. So there you go. Archangel Michael has stepped in as I knew he would to give you what guidelines you need to ask for to help you make those options. I don't care if you don't believe in it. Just send up the affirmations that have come in Archangel Michael's prayers. And I'm telling you, just send it up, let it go. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. And just see what happens. Try me. I'm the guru. Really joking. So, my darlings, there are your cards for today. Again, sorry for the delay in bringing them to you. I'm going to be doing my Libra forecast next. So that'll be up in the most probably next half hour. Because I'm running a bit behind. Obviously, Libra season came in quite a long time ago. But I'm going to have a look at Libras and see what they've got in store for them. Thank you again for your lovely comments. Thank you again for all of the lovely feedback I get. Please leave comments below. Hit that like button if this resonates with you, if it makes sense. And please, if there's anybody this reminds you of, just send them on the video. I want to help as many people as possible. With that, God bless you and I'll see you next time. Bye now.